Boom, what's up, fuckers? I got this guy back. He joined me. He's back in the studio. We're here. We're live.
Whoa!
We're winning monies. Yeah, what's up? Welcome.
I missed you.
I
forgot. Yeah, I had to ask for directions. I had to call and ask where parking was at.
Literally.
It's good to be back. So I went to a birthday party in Vegas about 2 weeks ago. It seems like forever. Dale was a little under the weather. Got the results. Does not have the vid. Thank God. Or else I would not be here right now. And yeah, I take care of some other stuff, but it feels really good to be back. Thank you for holding it down while I was gone. We were pretty good yesterday, betting wise. We're going to be back to normal programming tomorrow.
I've been fucking hot for a week now. What do you mean pretty good?
Really fast too. We will be back to normal programming tomorrow. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of funny stories.
We got a lot to talk about.
Tomorrow it's 6-9 too. Dale, it feels good to be back. You have been on a really good one. Fuck Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can actually pronounce his name.
Yeah, I can't. Fuck Phoenix.
I appreciate you for acknowledging that. I went 2 for 3, so I said...
You know I'm honest, no matter if people like what I'm saying or if they don't.
That's how you got to do it. I had a prop for him to go over 5.5 assists. He finished with 4, but the Suns hammered my Nuggets, and I would have to say at this point, Dale, we can get into it more tomorrow, but I mean, is it too early of a favorite? Can they represent the West in the NBA Finals? Am I sipping the Kool-Aid? Because it's pretty good.
I want a Suns-Sixers Finals real bad. I don't know why, but I want a Suns-Sixers
over Suns-Nets?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to see Chris Paul and Kevin Durant.
I don't like the fucking Sixers. I just don't want Kyrie in another Finals.
Oh, you're just being bitter then.
What do you mean being bitter? The dude's a cunt.
Oh my God. Well, hey, that's how you feel.
He's literally not I don't want him in another Finals, and that's how I feel.
But he led you guys to a title.
He also cried his way out of having one of the best runs that an organization potentially could have ever had. Think about if those two were still together right now. Kyrie would be the number 1, and LeBron would be in the number 2 role where LeBron should be.
But you have to acknowledge that was unrealistic.
Kyrie, what do you? How is that unrealistic for those two to coexist? What?
They're both alphas. There's
LeBron
no way that
literally the entire time was literally saying and admitting Kyrie's the future. I'm getting old. This is going to be his team.
Hindsight's 2020. He's gonna say all of that window dressing just to make you feel good.
Whatever. Let's get to the menu. I'm not gonna get upset today. Not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. Tonight though. Yesterday we were both 2-1. You lost your Giannis bet. I lost Nuggets +5. We hit.
Yeah,
the Islanders.
Yeah, so you had that hockey terms guy here. Apparently, I'm gone for 2 weeks, and Dale fucking loves hockey all of a sudden. We can timestamp this to go back to the episode where he says, "Yeah, I don't really watch hockey now." He's like, "Chance, I do that hockey."
We do checks. We have icing. We have blue lines. We have goals, slap shots, all of it.
Anyways. Yeah, so 2-1. Again, I'm always going to go props. I think they're always fun. It gives you kind of a different incentive. Instead of just watching the game, you can individually watch a certain player. But what do you got today?
All right, my menu. I have 2 games for us today. First one, Tampa Bay Lightning money line -125. They are leading the series against the Carolina Hurricanes 3-1. I think money line 125 is good value today. I'm putting a unit on that. And then game number 2, I took the Sixers in game 1. I really think after watching game 1, it told me nothing but the Sixers are the better team. Atlanta shot the fuck out of the three-point ball, and I don't think Philly could have played any worse, and it was still a game. I am taking Sixers -5.5 at home. All signs point to Joel Embiid playing tonight, and you know what? He was dominant in game 1, and I don't see that changing anytime. Hopefully Tobias can get it together in game 2. Seth Curry does his thing. I think the Sixers cover tonight.
Can we acknowledge really fast how underappreciated, and this is everyone's talked about it now, obviously, but the Hawks. They took it to the number 1 seed.
They did.
And I understand. I like that bet. I'll get into mine in just a second. Quick thing with Embiid. He seemingly is always hurt. So he had the knee injury, a week or so ago?
Yeah.
Almost 2 weeks ago.
Partial tear in the meniscus.
He was throwing down the other night, although they lost. Looks to be back. So I'm hoping he can lead him. So I like your picks, Dale. Here's my menu. I'm also going to go with the similar game, but give me some quick action. These quarters go by really fast, especially when you're betting and incentivizing on it. Give me, I expect them to respond here, right? So the Hawks basically came in, punched him in the mouth. I think Trae Young has gone on what, like a 2013, 2014 Steph Curry playoff run where it's this young cat that is just pulling up from a different area code. I mean, it's awesome to watch. But I'm on the same page. I think the Sixers do respond. I think, and that was kind of like a wake-up call. They played a woeful team in the Wizards, and respect to Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. But I think they do wake up. Give me a quarter bet. I want to take -4 for them to cover in the first quarter, 76ers. Now, granted, the Atlanta Hawks have always been a better second quarter team, but it's going to shake up and be a good series.
It is. I think this is going to be the best semifinal series.
You think out of the Eastern Conference? You think?
I think out of both conferences.
Because at this point, what we saw with the Nets yesterday, they are just hammering the shit. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that this could go 7.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I think it's good exposure for the Hawks, too. They've had really bad luck now that Julio's not with the Falcons anymore. The Braves can't get past the Dodgers in the playoffs.
Pray for Zoe.
Yeah, and you have that. Jazz Clippers. So this is interesting because, I went to high school at high altitude. You are from a colder climate as well. If you look back at the series with the Clippers and the Mavericks, I feel bad for Luka because he has no supporting cast, and it obviously looks like the whole Kristaps Porzingis project is not going to work, and he could be on his way out. But then again, I don't know what team wants to eat up that contract. But the Clippers came back, and Dale mentioned it last week on this episode. There was a couple times where it was hard to bet. I want to be honest, I was texting you about it. I kind of stayed away for that entire series. There was multiple times where the road team, I think they almost won every game.
They won every game.
Except the last one, right?
No, Dallas was at home. Clippers won.
Yeah, there you go.
Road team won every game.
No, were they at home? I think the Clippers are at home. Yeah, I think they were at home because they broke that trend. Anyways, that took a lot out of them. And I appreciate what Kawhi and Paul George do as perimeter defenders. I expect the Jazz, who have been a pretty dominant first-half team, they were the #1 seed for a reason. Now, keep an eye on this because when this drops, Mike Conley's still on the injury report, so that can kind of swing the line just a little bit, just considering how...
Clippers were home.
So they were home. But regardless, like I said, keep an eye out for the injury report. He might be a game-time decision, Mike Conley. That does swing a lot in favor for the Clippers if he's out. But if he does play, I'm going to take Jazz first-half money line. It's a 2-point... I'm going to lay the points with only... It's a basket, basically, right? I mean, I would expect they've had a little bit of time off. I think they come out firing. I think it takes, the Clippers forever to wake up. I think we saw that, and it was indicative of this last series. Now, granted, they had better scores than the previous team, but give me the Jazz first half. And for a prop, now, Giannis let me down yesterday. Hopefully, Dale's boy here holds it up for me today. So, Dale, your Cleveland Indians, the Tribe, they're taking on the St. Louis Cardinals today. Shane Bieber, who I would say is up there with probably Jacob deGrom, is probably one of the top pitchers in the game. Yeah. Kind of been shaken up. It's been a kind of tough season. I understand that you're at this weird relationship and fork in the road with your team because you've worn Dodger hats and everything, but that's the ownership's problem. And we've aired that grievance.
I'm fighting with the owners, not the team.
You have a grievance with the owners. Yes. And maybe we can address that personally one day. But for Shane Bieber, I expect him. We were talking before the air, I think. Did you say there was a remix to a Bieber song? Was that what you were talking about before this?
Yeah, Peaches has a new remix right now.
Okay, so he's delivering fire, Justin Bieber, on the tracks. I expect Shane Bieber to deliver some fire today on the mound. Here's a little prop. Over 7.5 Ks. Yes, hammer the fuck out of that. They are playing the St. Louis Cardinals. They have to face... He has to face Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado.
They're probably both going to strike out twice.
I would love to see that, but take over 7.5. MGM's laying that right now. I mean, I think that's pretty easy money. So,
fun fact for you guys: start the season, Shane Bieber struck out 10 in 7 straight starts. I think he struck out 10 in over 90% of his career MLB starts. Some crazy fucking stat. Hammer that. I'm with Will here.
Good. Now, hopefully that'll clear up your sniffles and stuff. Hopefully me being back, I bring you some positive vibes. For you guys and all your bets, I'm happy to be back, Dale. No more traveling. I'll tell you about my airport conundrum tomorrow. I'm still a little sleepy, so tune in for that. But thank you again for holding it down.
Listen, I'm happy you're back. You're bringing some positive vibes. Besides the sickness, though, your boy's been on a heater. See you guys tomorrow.